China has said that it will be imposing sanctions on U.S. entities participating in the arms sale to Taiwan. Some of the most prominent U.S. defense firms, including Lockheed Martin and Boeing, are to be sanctioned by China for participating in the U.S. arms sales to Taiwan. The U.S. had recently approved that sale to Taiwan worth around $1.8 billion.
为了维护国家利益，中央决定采取必要措施，对参与此次对台军售的洛克希德马丁、波音防务、雷神等美国企业，以及在售台武器过程中表现恶劣的美国有关个人和实体实施制裁。中方再次敦促美方恪守一个中国原则的承诺和中美3个联合公报的规定，停止售台武器和美台任何军事联系。我们将继续采取必要措施，捍卫国家主权和安全利益。
The sanctions against the top U.S. defense contractors coming after the country's State Department approved the potential sale of 3 weapon systems to Taiwan, including sensors, missiles and artillery. China has sanctioned U.S. companies in the past as well, including Lockheed Martin, for selling weapons to Taiwan, though it is unclear what form they have taken. A spokesperson for the U.S. defense firm Boeing said that the company's partnership with China's aviation community had long-term benefits and that Boeing remained committed to that. Lockheed Martin, Boeing and Raytheon are some of the top U.S. defense contractors. Brian Hoey, the founding editor of New Bloom magazine, joining us live from Taipei now. Thanks very much, Brian. Give us a better sense of the reactions coming in from Taiwan following China's move.
So there have not been actually many reactions, in part because this is not particularly surprising. This is not the first time that U.S. arms sales to Taiwan have taken place, nor is it the first time that China has sanctioned U.S. companies for conducting arms sales to Taiwan. And these are major American defense manufacturers, among the largest. As a result, it is not surprising that countries with geopolitical enmities with the U.S. or tensions with the U.S. Will therefore sanction these American companies. As defense contractors, this is something that does happen in their industry. Where they do stand to be more affected is regarding aviation technologies, much more so regarding Boeing, which is a giant in this field.
Absolutely, like you mentioned, this is not the first time. So the previous time that the sanctions were imposed, do we have some clarity in terms of the shape that those sanctions have taken and the impact that that had on Taiwan?
I don't think it's to directly affect Taiwan because these are American companies, but it does stand to affect the global aviation market, for example. Regarding what form this will take, that's a little more opaque at present. Before they announce things, it's a little unknown. But I think that in general, just this has happened before and has happened, and therefore one does not expect anything particularly new. I don't expect this to be a particularly escalating move in the U.S.-China trade war or general geopolitical tensions. It is simply China going through the routine of registering dissatisfaction against American arms sale. I think there's this routine, most times this happens, just as a way to signal displeasure. In the meantime, though, I think that China will continue to accuse the U.S., for example, of violating One China principle and the 3 joint communiques, claiming that the U.S. is violating previous agreements regarding Taiwan's status, when in fact the American official status on Taiwan is on One China policy is different from that of China.